I think technology is important in accounting education because technology isn't going to go away. Accountants are going to be asked to learn new technologies at all times. I certainly encourage my students to, any new technology that's out there, try and go and learn it, and that will be in addition to your career path and your future employability, because I think all employers are wanting, they're wanting the employee who is happy to make change to new technologies and to be able to move with the pace of technology. I used GoSoapBox in my unit to actually as a critical thinking tool, and so what I did is partway through the lecture, so I modularise my lectures, and at the end of one of the modules I use GoSoapBox to actually, as a critical thinking tool, either as a quiz or as a discussion, to help students to reflect on what they have just covered in that particular module. I found once a lecture was the best way because of the, students only wanted to log into the tool probably once during the lecture. I think they found that if you did it more times during the lecture, that it was actually a bit painful. So the once a lecture I found was sort of the optimum use of it. The students log into GoSoapBox from any device, whether it be a laptop, mobile, iPad, whatever they've got with them. So any web-enabled device that will go to the internet effectively. So they just log in and they pick up the event number that you've given them in advance from their lecture slides, and they enter the event, and then I prompt them there on what to do once they've entered the event, to whether that we're going to do the poll or the quiz or what we're going to do. Many of the students liked it, and they felt that it sort of was bringing them in touch more with social media and the real world sort of technologies, using they like the idea of using later technologies in classes. I certainly tried to relate it to employment and that you're always learning new technologies, so this was just another technology they might use somewhere in their work environment. So I think they quite liked it, but that doesn't mean they all, it was enthusiastic response from every student. It just depended on each student, I think. I think it helped them to see what other people might think about the same question, whereas if you just give a question and you only get a couple of respondents in the class, I end up telling them the critical thinking instead of them doing it. So I think we got a greater critical thinking mass, I suppose, from the students, because you saw a variety of discussion. Sometimes I'd have, 30 or 40 responses to a discussion question, whereas you can't get that in a personal interaction with students. So it gave a broader concept to the question and gave us more to talk about after the discussion had occurred than would in a physical setting.